Lesson number 33. First, I'd like you to do some review on speed calculation with this example. How many initiative moves to mate is this king here? One thing I want to tell you here is you can only count effective attacks. So you could say it's only 1, 2 initiative moves to mate, but it's pointless. It can be easily captured, right? So, what is the fastest effective attack? It's this dangling pawn. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 initiative moves to mate. And another thing you have to know is that sometimes your opponent will react to your attack. For instance, at this position, he might take the promoted pawn. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So it's still 5, and there's no difference in the number. But this time, you've given a bishop or a rook to your opponent. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, you have to be careful not to have your king mated by the piece you've given when you've made a threat mate. And also, if he had a gold in hand, he might take the promoted pawn at this position and drop the gold. If your dragon runs, now it's back to 5 initiatives to mate, and it's even his turn to play. So your attack is much delayed, although you got a gold. So after this example, I'm sure you've come to see that speed calculation is not so simple as you think. So today, let me explain how to practically apply speed calculation to a shogi game. Let's begin with this example. What is your next move here? Well, it's gold 3b, because it's a mate. Your king was also in a threat mate, but that doesn't matter, right? Now, how about this? Now, his king is not in a threat mate, but your king isn't either, right? So, yeah. Brink mate, and you've won. Alright, these examples were too simple, but difficult part starts from here. How about this? Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. It's 2 initiatives to mate. So, you're losing. What are you going to do here? Well, in this case, you have to turn the tables, right? And we have several ways of turning the tables in the endgame. One is to simply delay your opponent's attack by various tactics. I'll show you one of those tactics here. In this case, it's this. You rebound the horse. If he runs, now you're faster than him. He can't make a threat mate, so you can win. And if he takes it, he can't make a threat mate. So now you can make a threat mate and attack the gold at the same time. Now, another way of turning the tables is this. Your king is in a threat mate, while his isn't. But you can't rebound the horse here, because it's a mate. See? So in this case, you go silver 3a, and make a check. And make him use his gold in hand. So now you can say you've indirectly delayed his attack, because your king is no longer in a threat mate, right? So now you're the faster. It's a threat mate. Now, the third way is one of the coolest ones. Again, your king is threat-mated, while his isn't. And yeah, you can't rebound the horse here. So what are you going to do? Simply defending this square doesn't work, because he'll just keep making threat mates. Well, those who have found this are good players. It defends this square and simultaneously makes a threat mate. And you have reversed the situation. We call it tsumero nogare no tsumero, threatmate-removing threatmate. If you make this kind of move in a game, it feels great. But actually, even after making threatmate-removing threatmate, it's not over yet. Your opponent can still try to sacrifice the piece and make your bishop go back and keep attacking you. Oh, which doesn't work in this case, by the way, because his king is now in a forced mate by the gold you've just got, but he also has this good defense. How about it? You can't take it because you would be checkmated, and it's hard to keep making threat mates, right? So actually, the best move in this example was first you make a check and then promote it to here. It's also a threatmate-removing threatmate, but it's much a better one. Now it's hard for him to defend. Making escaping route doesn't help either. Checkmate. Alright, now let's do some exercise. Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. What is your next move here? The answer is this silver sacrifice. If he takes it, now it's not a threat mate. So you've won. So he'll try to keep making threat mates. Still threat mate, but you got gold. So yeah, it's a mate. Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. The answer is this gold sacrifice. Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. Well, the answer is this gold sacrifice. If he takes it, it's not a threat mate, so you can win. Taking the silver isn't a threat mate either. But what you have to be careful about is this attack. If you carelessly take it with the gold, a threat mate again. So you should take it by the king. And it's no problem. Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. Well, the answer is the early escape of the king. Well, there's a proverb. An early escape of the king is worth 8 moves. If he takes it, you rebound the dragon. And a powerful threat mate. Your king is in a threat mate, while his king isn't. First, you should drop a silver before he can defend. And now what? is pawn 2f. This is a threatmate-removing threatmate. It makes the king's escaping route and simultaneously threatens this checkmate. See? And if he defends, a brinkmate. Alright, that's all for this lesson. See you next time.